Jennifer, go 45 angle. Come on, let's see it. 45.
Oh
No,
god.
tip the glass.
Oh god,
45.
that sounds like math.
Making a return.
Yeah, tip it. 45. There you go.
Oh.
More angle.
More? Oh god.
More. You got
Yeah,
it.
like almost sideways.
There you go.
Oh shit! You're gonna have a pour of your fucking lifetime.
Right. It only took me 4 episodes. I'm here.
Look at you.
Thanks, Paul.
Hey, every once in a while.
Oh yeah.
Look at you.
There you go. Professional.
Hey Jimmy, you should have fucking dropped that shit earlier. And Bennett, I'm glad you have a shirt on. It was super white.
Overexposing the camera.
Jimmy,
Yeah, the white
Blowing
balance
out
went way
the
off.
sensor.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Highlights were blown out.
Which one?
this Swiss Bliss, you guys. I am fucking telling you, holy shit. Bennett, have you had this?
Not yet. And well, hey, cheers, you guys. And then
Cheers.
Paul can
Cheers.
tell us all about it. Thanks for coming back, Jimmy, Jennifer.
Thanks for
Yes,
having me.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, welcome back.
Oh my
right,
god,
Paul.
dude! I'm fucking telling you.
Oh,
The
what do you got
Swiss-
going
What
on
percent?
there?
What percent is it?
Oh my gosh, you guys, right here, this Swiss Bliss from Equilibrium.
Barrel-aged.
It's a barrel-aged imperial stout with Swiss chocolate, almond coffee, almonds and marshmallow. Compliments of my motherfucking dude, Jimmy. Dude.
Well, there's 2 Jimmys,
This-
so
Yeah, Jimmy R, JR, J
There you go.
Rod,
They are.
J Rod.
Hey, Rod.
J Rod's my guy, dude. This is so good. I can't believe how good it is.
It sounds really good.
so
They do
I
some-
actually
Yeah.
didn't get
So
that version.
smooth.
They did another version that was the Grand Royale, which was like 48 months aged or something like that. It
Not
was
the
like a
collab
reserve.
with other half.
Swiss Bliss, I think is
I think it was just with Mostra coffee, maybe.
yeah, I think it's just an Equilibrium stout
Yeah,
that
it's
they
pretty
do.
hype.
But yeah,
It's pretty
I
hype.
got the Grand Royale version, so it's supposed to be even better. Sorry,
Even more
buddy.
hype.
Hey,
Sorry,
oh.
buddy.
Hey, I didn't
I
crack
don't
that
know
one
why
yet.
Jimmy didn't get you that one, but
I didn't crack that one yet.
Him.
No, Jimmy sent me
Alright.
7 of those.
7 of the same bottle or 7 different ones?
No, 7 of the one Eric thinks is better.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'm
I
waiting
did.
for
Yeah.
my book to finally come out to drink that one to celebrate the
Can we do
one-year
a-
long
That's a good
drinking
call.
fiasco.
Good call.
Let's do an episode of that, dude. We'll do it right. We'll do it
the
right.
book episode.
Yeah, the book. We'll just call it the fucking book. And just have like the fucking all-star cast on.
Yeah. Instead of the Book of Mormon, it's the Book of Bennett.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that, dude. That's so
So I'm
good.
drinking
What do you got
an
there?
IPA from Colorado, courtesy of my buddy David Farag, Outer Range Brewing in Frisco. Really nice place.
Nice.
Been there before. This is just 7.1%, and it has Citra and Aramis hops. I've never heard of Aramis. Jimmy, are you familiar with that one?
Me?
Yeah, Aramis hops. Yeah, you're the brewer.
No,
That's what we had.
never heard of it actually. Wait, how do you spell
Yeah.
it?
What?
Aramis. Aramis.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Aramis.
and this beer is worth
Aramis
buying
is
just
pretty
for the name. Nature Therapy.
There you go, dude.
Dude, I
That's
like
actually
that.
That's a cool label actually.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
super dope.
pretty.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Outer
like
Range is
that.
really cool. One of my favorite brewery
Yeah.
T-shirts is an Outer Range shirt. that I
Aramis
have.
is pretty dope. I think it's like a French hop, maybe French or like Czech or something. But
Mm.
I've used it before in a lager, and it actually like is really really nice. Super floral.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what they traditionally use it over there for?
Yeah, mostly for lagers, but hops kind of just like go anywhere nowadays. So
Yeah, that's cool.
it's
Dude.
do whatever you want.
I love having fucking Jimmy Tron on this fucking episode.
Hey, he's the best.
Your dude,
You're
your
waiting for him.
insight is like, it just fucking blows me away.
I love having me here too.
I know you need to be here more often. Make yourself more available.
You guys can always just ask me. I'll show
Really?
up whenever. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like, it's, I mean, beer's obviously are a big part of what we're doing, but your insight on all the different styles and all the different,
Like
collaborations
how
and
on
stuff.
I Want to Be a Millionaire, you can have like your lifelines.
Mhm.
I'll just be your expert lifeline. You just call me whenever.
There you go.
Hey, Eric, make that fucking happen. Jennifer's a regular now. She took over for Bolino. She took over for Bolino. Fuck that guy.
Mike Daniela's gone as well, so
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gone.
and JT's our guy. Have this fucking
Yeah.
guy on.
he was just busy down in Patagonia for who
I
knows
know.
how long.
Yep.
I was waiting for him to get back. Did you go to
Yes.
any breweries down there?
We tried. Well, so there was like only one that we could have access to, and it had like the weirdest times. It'd be open from like 10 to like 10:45 a.m.
They take a
And then,
nap
like-
in the
What?
middle of the day for like 4 hours
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah. So I assume what it is that like you can go at 10 a.m. to go on a tour, and they do the tour for 45 minutes, and then they just close up. But
Really?
Funny.
that's what I assume it is, and then like they have another opening in like 3 to like 3:45 or something like that.
Yeah, people down there don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. The businesses will just close for like 2-3
Yeah.
hours in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I
It'll
love
just be
it.
vacant.
They
like,
have
the whole
their
time,
siestas
their
or
siesta.
their
Yeah,
siesta in the middle of the day. Yeah.
go home and take a nap.
Yeah. Sundays,
America would never
nothing
do
is. Yeah. Nothing is ever open on Sundays. Yeah. And yeah, the only brewery that we saw was Brewery Austral. Did you see Brewery
Yeah.
Austral in
I saw the
Argentina?
beers. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's basically all we drank on that trip.
Yeah, it's one of the bigger breweries down there. But
Yeah.
like in Calafate in Argentina, like not too far from El Chalten, there are like tons of microbreweries there, surprisingly.
Yeah. I have a friend. I actually didn't know that that I thought he was in Colombia, but he's actually in Chile. But he invited us out to his brewery, and that's like 45 minutes out of Santiago, but we couldn't make it because we were on a pretty tight layover,
Oh, wow. It's too bad.
unfortunately. Yeah. But I did find one of his beers actually in one of the towns. It was like I sent him a photo, and that's how I like figured out he was pretty close.
So what are you drinking, Jimmy? Something you made yourself?
Nah, this is from my friends at Sante Darius. They're a sour brewery, or called mixed culture brewery. And they specialize in basically mixed fermentation, so anything that's brewed with like Brettanomyces and like any kind of microbacteria that sours your beer. This beer is called Variations on a Theme. It is a blend of 3 of their kind of regular sour beers: Cellarman, Lady in Grey, and Anais. And it's basically just kind of like a nice, light, bright floral. It's lightly sour, acidic, nice, easy drinking beer.
What's the percentage
Nice.
on that?
6.8. Definitely very drinkable.
Yeah,
Really cool.
moderate.
And I love these guys. They make some of the best beer in the world.
Sweet.
Yeah, you've sent
And
me
where-
several of their saisons that were really good.
Where are they out of, Jimmy?
They are in Capitola, which is like a 15-minute drive from my house. And their head brewer used to work at my brewery, and he took over about a year ago. So
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Good insight.
Yeah, so for anybody that hasn't watched Jimmy Tran's guest episode, which I highly recommend, he was
Gotta
one of
plug it,
the
dude.
he was like the second or third guest that we had on the show. He is a brewer at Humble Sea Brewing in Santa Cruz, which is a fantastic brewery. So he shared a lot of great information about beer on that episode, and also shared some great photographs with us, and we took a look at his great stuff. So definitely recommend checking that out if you're
Yeah,
into beer.
that was a
and
fun
photography, for sure.
It's one of my favorite episodes. It was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved asking him all these questions about everything. Finally,
I know we're pulling back the layers. It was fun.
Well, I mean,
What's
I
your
didn't-
take, Jimmy? What's your take on banana nut bread almond muffin sours?
You know,
I don't
like
have
the,
that one right now.
the first part sounded pretty good, and then you said sour, and I was like,
I misquoted it. I'm sorry, but
no, we've done some wacky stuff like that before, so like I can't really shame it. So
yeah,
It was good.
it sounds really good.
There you
Actually,
go.
I
It
would
sounded pretty
I'd be
good. Yeah, it
curious to
sounds
try
good.
it.
all right, Jennifer, what we got?
Jennifer,
All
what do you got?
right,
Let's hear it.
I went back. So a few weeks ago, I was actually a little south of Jimmy. I am going to Alvarado Street tonight. I'm going back to the Toucan
Oh.
Touch This. This is my last one. I'm so sad. It's an
Jeez.
imperial sour ale with coconut, orange, pineapple, and a dash of nutmeg, and it's a 10%. So
Pretty
What?
classic.
Jennifer's
Classic.
about to
Say
get loose.
what?
going big tonight.
He's about
Gonna
that
Yeah.
life.
Her mouth's
Yeah,
gonna get in trouble in a few minutes.
I behave. But no, it's one of my favorites. We were just in Monterey a few weeks ago, so we went to Fieldworks and Alvarado Street, two that Jimmy Gakos actually got us hooked onto a few years ago, so we were excited to see that in person. But yeah, we'll have to make it up to Santa Cruz next time for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, were you at the Big Sur conference?
Yes.
Is that what it was? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go by
Yeah, I saw a
Humble
lot of
Sea-
photos coming out of there.
Oh
if you go
yeah.
to Humble Sea, Jimmy will give you as much free beer as you want. Just
Oh hey.
I mean,
I'm
that's
there.
actually kind of true. I can give out as much beer as I want. So.
Hey, t-
anybody
Good to
watching
know.
this, just roll up to Humble
Yeah.
Sea. He'll hook you
Give
up.
you a tour. You can meet our brewery cat. You know, it'd be a good
I'll
time.
make a beer just for you.
Oh, did
We'll
you
brew
say
it right there.
brewery cat?
Yeah, we have a brewery cat.
Oh, I'm there. Yeah.
Wasn't it just like a
That
stray
just
cat
did it.
that like wandered in and it just lives there now?
No, actually. So
Oh, really?
there was a cat. There was a cat that predates me who was actually in the brewery, and then I
Oh.
have a cat, and then I have a cat in our barrel warehouse.
Oh.
But how to get there? You just
So we adopted all of them. So
okay.
they
live
were
at the
all
brewery.
yeah, they were all feral cats. So we got them as working cats.
Having a
Nice.
cat living in the establishment, that's not against FDA or whatever the
No, not a brewery.
hey, let's take that one offline.
Adds those natural
that should be
biotics to the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
that's a secret.
Oh my gosh, this thing is
Someone's gotta hunt the mice.
That's right.
That's it actually keeps it cleaner.
Yeah.
So
Do
I
they actually catch mice?
Yeah, I've like walked in and just like an offering from our cat.
Oh, a gift. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
cats
nice.
are outdoor cats. Are
I
really
love that.
effective at killing stuff. My cats used to kill
Yeah.
shit all the time. They'd leave it on our doorstep. They'd make sure we saw it first before they ate it.
Oh yeah. They're very proud of those gifts.
Yeah, they're proud
Yeah.
of they're proud of their catches.
Yeah,
They're
I
straight
was touched by
gangsters.
It. It really meant a lot to me. I was like, oh, thank you. The intestines look so amazing spread out from this gopher all over my mat.
Dude, and Bennett, your cat is fucking awesome.
Oh, these cats don't catch anything. They stay inside. If they were outside for a
What?
day, they would not last. No.
You need to
No,
sing
these-
with
I'm
their
talking about my outdoor cats back in California when I was a kid.
cats,
yeah.
but
No,
this
these ones
DNA, dude. It's DNA. You put those fuckers outside.
Oh, they
will
hunt like
kill shit.
flies and stuff all the time, and they're pretty good at getting them inside the house. But yeah, they've never killed a bird or anything outside of the house. They don't really let
It's
them go
it's
out.
instinct shit. They don't even know, and they'll sit at the fucking window
Oh,
like
they're killing
gangsters.
machines, dude. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, they
are.
totally
Yeah.
are.
When they're
It
like,
doesn't even matter. Yes, yes, they don't give a fuck, dude. They don't give a fuck, and they don't even know.
That was the best
No.
cat noise I've ever heard.
They're just
I
like,
know.
I'm supposed to kill something. I don't know, but I'm gonna.
That
I'm
twitch,
in.
dude.
I'm in.
Like that instinctual twitch that they have.
I fucking love
Instinct-
cats.
Instinctual twitch. I want to name that a beer.
That's actually that's a good name.
That does sound like a good beer
Have a
name.
crate.
Dude.
Have a cat that's like all wide eyed with his mouth open.
Just put a motherfucker on the can. Just
Yeah.
like. Yes, I love it.
All right, J Rod, what Fiden's can was that?
Yeah, so this one is Lily. It's
That's
a
pretty.
experimental formula of theirs. They don't really kind of disclose what's all going into it, but this one was canned just a few weeks ago, and it's a great one. It's
That one's really good. It tastes like
Yeah.
cantaloupe to me, which I love.
yeah,
Oh.
it's got it definitely has like a lot of like
Melon.
melon and like a little bit of stone fruit, and then it's like malty, which is an unusual twist on it. But it's just a great pour. It's
Remember the triple IPA version of that? That was insane. That was
Dude.
like,
yes.
Dude, that thing was dope as fuck.
oh my
That
God.
looks like straight coffee.
Super thick.
It
Yeah.
does.
It
It's
does look like
it's-
coffee with leche, but
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was psyched to see it come up again because I had forgotten how much I really enjoyed it. So I just grabbed a couple cans that, the other week. But
that
Have
one's
they
solid. I
gone
was
bigger?
tempted.
They've opened a new tap room in Albany, so they kept the same brewing facility. By kicking the distribution out of the brewery, they were able to add in some more capacity.
Okay,
And then I
that's
think
cool.
they bought over, they were able to kind of rent out a little bit more into the facility that they're in. So they may have like a long-term lease. So they didn't have to move anything, which was kind of cool.
That's sweet.
And could
Yeah,
kind
but
of
for
grow.
like three years, they didn't have anywhere to drink on site. It was just a garage selling cans
Right.
to go. So yeah,
Right.
they opened their tap room
And
almost
it
a year
kept-
ago now.
It's dope.
It's coming up on a year. Yeah. Probably in the fall, I feel like. It was in the fall.
Yeah,
Should we just visit you and just hang out in the Fighting's tap room?
100%.
Yeah, it's really nice. They
Sure.
really did a great job, and they have a great menu in there too of a great food menu.
Oh, yep.
Great. Well,
How close are you to Treehouse?
I'm like
who
about
cares
like
about Treehouse?
2.5 hours away, but they're opening up a new one
Oh,
near
okay.
me in Saratoga, which will be like a half hour away.
Nice. I might
Sorry.
It'd be
I
worth
don't know.
visiting to go on site, but I feel like they're overhyped. At least at this point, they're not as good as they used to be.
I don't know, man. I still drink Julius like whenever I see it.
That's your
Still love
desert
that beer a
island
lot.
beer, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, it's one of
Yeah,
my desert
I
island beers for
remember.
sure.
I've
That's
had
a
some
good
good
one.
stuff from them, but nothing better than Fidens or anything.
No, Fidens is dope. It's shit.
Nah, Julius just hits in that like perfect kind of like new school, old school like realm
Yeah,
for me.
nice. Well, you guys were sharing some questionable shit as of late, so I decided to take charge and select all the photos for this episode. So,
Why'd you say we? I'm not.
Had to
I'm not a
steer
part.
us-
I'm not a part of this.
Jimmy's like, hey.
Had to steer
Speaking
us
of
back
we,
on
that's where
track,
he
you
got
know.
most of these images that are coming.
that's awesome, dude. I love it. That's dope.
So yeah, I had a lot of fun, especially since I just have such a long queue of images. It's nice to get through a big chunk of them by being able to share 12 tonight. So we'll get started. This first one is from one of my favorite people on planet Earth. Like
nice.
Erik Stensland is just like, he's from Colorado. He's a fantastic photographer and everything. He lives outside of Rocky Mountain, has a gallery in Estes Park. Amazing images, but he's the nicest person I've ever met in my life. Just the most sincere, amazing human being. And so I've been wanting to feature him for a long time and talk about him. But it's hard to choose an image from him because he has such an extensive portfolio from all over the world as well. Like he's got a lot of stuff from Europe and Southwest and all that. But yeah, I felt like this scene was just really nicely done, really tasteful, not crazy light or anything, but just nice composition. Just feels like you're right there. Nice atmosphere and stuff. And even though like the trees are kind of obscuring the mountain, like this might be a perspective that some people would shy away from. I feel like in these circumstances with these conditions, at least, and the way that he composed it, like it works really well. So I really love his work. It just has a really natural feeling to it. Nothing's over processed or fake looking or anything like that. It's just really tasteful and classy. So yeah, I thought it'd be good to start off with this one.
Yeah,
It just
I'm
feels
already
like
yawning.
it just
Can't
feels
take the
like
heat.
yeah. It just feels like this is something that you would see if you were just walking around and like
In a good way, yeah. Like
yeah, exactly.
it
No,
feels very
it's-
real to the place.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
I
it
could just be
gives a
walking along the
very-
path and just like, oh, look.
Yeah, you get yourself into really cool places. You find some pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah. Sorry for interrupting, Jennifer.
Oh, no. I probably interrupted you, so my apologies. No, it just gives that very nice like sense of place, and I love that little splash of autumn color. I even enjoy the little like messy branches in the middle. It's just, yeah, because this is what it would look like if you were just walking down the trail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he hikes in there like every single day, so he's gone to a lot of really incredible places that
Does
the
he-
average visitor.
Yeah. Full time? Full time?
Yeah, he's a full-time photographer, has a gallery. His gallery is really cool to check out if you're ever in Rocky Mountain National Park for sure. and he's a really nice
Yeah.
guy. So if he's there,
Yeah.
totally say hi and stuff. And
He was
That's
one of the
awesome.
first professional photographers that I actually met. David introduced me to him even before I moved out with David, and I was super starstruck. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Erik Stensland!" Like I follow him, and oh my gosh, I'm meeting him. And yeah, he's a super nice guy. Definitely check out his gallery if anyone's ever up there.
he has a lot of great books too. This is the cover of one that I really like called Wild Light. Yeah, all of his books are really good. His writing is really profound and great too. Whispers in the Wilderness is a great book that he wrote. It's like it has lots of great photography, but it's like heavily text, I would say. And then also his second book of that series is called The Journey Beyond, and yeah, those books are both really good. So I definitely recommend them. They're affordable as well.
And Nature First. He was one of the, the part of us that really, really wanted to start Nature First. So he definitely gets a shout out for that.
Super nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one that invited me to be a part of Nature First. Actually, like so I was in those like meetings where we were
Yep.
establishing a lot of stuff, and yeah, these are those two books I was talking about. Yeah. I
Is
his
he a
other
guide
books
as well?
but a guide?
Or no, he just does photography mostly.
I don't know if he teaches a whole lot. Does he, Jennifer?
I don't think he
workshops.
does. Mm-mm.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's mainly just selling his prints and his books, just selling his own photographs.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to have him on the show at some point though. He's been on my list since I first started this because he's just an awesome guy to have conversations with, and
That's great.
I've had a beer with him
Colorado
several
episode.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we should do that, if we do that, we should pair it with like a New Jersey episode.
I would say
So,
coast to coast, but
Oh,
Man.
no.
God, I love this shot.
I do too.
I know. I'm sure a lot of people know Guy Tall already, and so for the rest of the episode,
Who is this guy?
I really looked for photographers that people probably hadn't heard of, so I did a lot of research. But this is just one of those photos that ever since I first saw it, it's been one of my all-time favorite photographs. There's just something so special about it. It's like nothing else on the internet, and it's just grown on me. I've never gotten tired of it, so I kind of felt obligated to share this one because this is one that I always think about and go back and look at all the time because I just love it.
Yeah, it's really lovely. Though all the like, are those like needles or leaves?
Yeah,
they
they're
just remind
Ponderosa.
yeah, Ponderosas, yeah. They just remind me of firework sparks basically in the sky.
I think of like pom poms, like cheerleading pom poms.
Yeah.
Because they're like these little balls. Really
Mhm.
cool trees to shoot. Like the bark,
Yeah.
the red bark is always really nice, especially. If you
It
have
just
some
stands
snow,
out,
but
like the contrast of the photo is really, really nice.
yeah,
Yeah. You can almost feel how cold it is just by looking at it, which is what I like.
For sure. It's so good.
What blew me away with when I first saw this image was just like how rare that kind of a conditions are, and then how ephemeral that it's going to be. You know,
Right.
it's just like I've seen frosty stuff along a river, but that's insane.
Also, yeah. Also, just have
yeah,
a
and to get
stand
the
of
needles
trees.
frosty
Oh, yeah.
too. That's like frozen fog or something. You know, that's not snow
Yep.
Right.
because the undersides are white.
Yeah, it's like
The spacing is incredible too, actually.
Yeah,
And like, I don't know if it, like it seems like he shot this from like a pretty, like the tripod had to be pretty high up. It feels maybe.
yeah. Or
So
where I
kinda, like,
think he
cut the
shot
bottom.
this, it's like there's lots of elevation changes. So he might have been like up on a hill, like more eye level.
Okay.
You know, further back
Yeah, yeah.
in order to not get the sky or anything.
it's a good point about the spacing, though. I mean, it's
Mhm.
so
It's like
hard with trees.
almost perfect.
Yeah. It's so
well,
hard.
well, the thing is, like,
Uh,
the only trees that are overlapping are pretty much on the left and the right. But
Yep.
since there's overlapping trees on both sides, you have this really nice symmetry. Like, and all the
Mhm.
center trees are really spaced.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's one I've studied a lot. It's just,
Yeah, it's.
I would
really-
love to photograph this kind of stuff at some point.
And this is this still from Utah or is this from somewhere else?
Yeah, it's Utah. I'm almost positive. I don't know if it shows on his site, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where this is. Driven through there a lot of times, but
You
yeah,
know what
never
year
with
this
these
is from?
conditions. It's been around for a while. Like ever since I found his work, this was in his portfolio. I don't know if he has dates on his website, but yeah. On the off chance anybody watching this isn't familiar with Guy Tall's work, definitely go check out his website. You'll be blown away. He's, in my opinion, one of the best contemporary photographers right now.
Go get familiarized.
Oh,
So
wow.
I found out about this
Wow.
guy maybe just a few months ago, Harold Lee Jones. He's in New Mexico, and he pretty much specializes in the Badlands, but they're not the Badlands that you typically see. Like, I hardly recognize any of these places. And the way he photographs them is really great. I'm familiar with this subject matter, so like I think it's really difficult to shoot, but he does such a good job. And yeah, all his work is just really tasteful. I'm not sure if he's shooting on film or not. I think he is, but yeah, he's a great guy to follow on Instagram, and I would also check out his website. But he's got tons of great stuff. Like I love. I don't remember how I found him. I think he was just recommended to me or something, and I'm super glad he was because I love his stuff. It was really hard to pick just one image from him because everything is so sound.
What made you pick this one out of that?
Just like the complexity here with all these different
Mhm.
hoodoos and the way they somehow stand out from one another, even though they're overlapping, because those little like kisses of light on some of them, and how the background has those like layered hills and everything. It's just like a really nice composition of a very complex scene. So I really like how he organized it because I'm a sucker for like great compositions. When I see one, I really appreciate it, and I can tell when it was difficult to do, probably, or it would be difficult for myself.
Yeah. This is like beautifully organized chaos. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just, yeah.
Mhm.
I would look at a scene like this and just go, oh my goodness, there's no way. But
Yeah,
I
where do I
mean,
begin?
Oh.
yeah. But what he did was stunning. And those little kisses of light are just perfect.
Super cool looking location too. Like
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really seen
Yeah.
anything like it.
Those like
They almost look
lines like
like-
Leah.
Oh no, they look like mushrooms almost. Like you can
Yeah, that's
almost
what
see.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those lines leading down from the hills like lead you into the middle, and then just like the big center pack, and then you just like follow it all the way towards the back through that like kind of like line. that
Yeah,
leads
and
you
how
all
the
to
light
back.
is like only hitting the hoodoos that are like near the center of the frame. Everything on the
Yeah,
edge
exactly.
is in shadow. Like
Mhm.
it's just really intentional in every way.
Yeah, I'd probably get lost trying to like figure this out.
Yeah, you wouldn't stand a chance, buddy.
Yeah,
Let the pros handle
a
it.
little my 3 years of experience.
But even like a half hour earlier, or an hour earlier, it's all about the light in this one.
Did he shoot mostly
Yeah,
in New
totally.
Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has tons of Badlands stuff that resembles some of the stuff like in Escalante in Utah, but it's all in New Mexico from what I saw. I mean, he has a lot of like nice aspen, like tree stuff from New Mexico as well, but typically he photographs Badlands. But yeah, I didn't really see anything outside of New Mexico when I was looking through his work.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't really hear from a lot of New Mexico-based photographers.
Right. There's like those few hot spots, like White Sands and like,
Yeah.
some of those hoodoo places, which I won't name because they're fragile and,
Mhm.
but they are way more popular than the ones that I see him photograph.
Yeah.
Like I don't recognize any of his.
Mhm. Yeah.
Such a
And the
huge
mushroom,
state too. Yeah,
Yeah, you can
The
tell he just like
mushroom,
gets out on
yeah.
dirt roads and explores like crazy.
yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah, the mushroom like comparison just definitely like fits super well.
Paul, you've been quiet, man. You doing okay over there?
Yes.
Fighting for your life? You're trying to keep your
He's
soul
just-
in your body?
He's just ponderosing.
He's in bliss.
Ah,
I'm hanging on.
Good one, John.
Fuck,
What
fuck
website are you on right now?
I had to.
No comment. You guys
Back to that-
all
Back to
suck.
that Wii portfolio.
Oh my god. You guys suck.
So, this dude,
Uh.
Matthew Goldsmith,
Wow.
I first met him because he took a workshop with TJ and me in Olympic. I think it would have been 2021, our second workshop that we did. He was a really nice guy, really cool. I could tell he was very contemplative. Not just looking for like the usual stuff and like immersing himself in the landscape and everything. And so afterwards, I started following him, and he has some really nice work. So lots of really nice like fall stuff like this, foggy foliage stuff, among lots of different other things and places. But I really liked this image because it just has like such a natural painterly feeling. How it's like so soft, like the texture is so subdued from the fog or the mist or whatever. And then that nice warm and cool color palette from the foliage. And I'm just a sucker for this kind of scenery, so this is totally up my alley.
Yeah, those warm and cool tones are just, oof, they're perfect. And super painterly.
That's really nice.
I like how like kind of while it's still foggy, you get like that super just like bright orange, but then it just kind of like fades out with the fog. Just like this tree just kind of like peeking out of the fog, and then all of a sudden like you'll think, oh, it's due to be gone again. Pretty ephemeral.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking out his other stuff because he has a lot of. It was really hard to pick just one image from him because he has so many that I like. So
Yeah, I just wrote
definitely
them
go
down.
through.
Really cool.
And also just like the spacing of the horizontal branches is like perfect.
Oh yeah, that's a
Dude.
good point.
This shot is so fucking sick. I'm back.
There he is.
Bowman checking in.
Literally, I
like
was
the
like,
announcement.
They didn't believe you're over 21, did they? Come on, man.
dude, I was fucking struggling. I was trying to. I'm not gonna because I'm gonna announce this shit. I was on Zoom. I lost you guys, and I'm sorting through all this bullshit, and I finally made it back, and this is dope as fuck. Matthew, fuck you. This is really great.
That's the highest compliment
Damn.
from Paul.
Yeah, good praise,
Yeah.
good praise.
Let's
Yeah.
go back to that Zoom thing, huh?
Yeah,
and now back to our sponsor.
yeah.
Bowman, get back to your Swiss bliss. No, I totally lost a fucking episode, and I was just looking at your guys' faces, which isn't bad, but
Thanks, man.
whatever. Yeah,
funny.
I keep seeing Bennett's fucking bare chest, and I was like, it feels weird. I feel awkwardly stimulated.
Okay. Anyway, so
But this is really good. Good call, Erik.
yeah, it's also a good example of like how fog, like the light in that last scene with the hoodoos, like highlighting, like reducing the chaos. Like the fog is reducing the chaos here too.
Mm-hmm.
Because without it,
Totally.
the
Yeah,
scene
simplifying the
would
scene
fall
and
apart.
really giving you
Yeah.
a clear subject.
Yep.
But when
That's
you-
my
when you-
favorite aspect.
Stare at the depth of it. It's 3-dimensional. Yeah, it's crazy.
Because there is a lot of other orange foliage in the background, but it's subdued really nicely, so it's not taking away from the main character.
I was just gonna say I just noticed that other orange tree kind of in the background, but it took me this long to notice it, and I've been studying it. But yeah, all of a sudden there it is.
Yeah, like the whole bottom half of the frame is filled in with orange leaves. You just can't really notice them.
Jennifer, it's
No,
because
yeah.
you're dropping those dimes.
That's
Seeing
it. Yeah,
double.
No.
Paul's not seeing anything.
Yeah.
I'm hallucinating.
Paul's
I
not
get
even gonna remember this episode.
Can't keep
tomorrow.
up.
No, probably not.
May sound like a silly question. Are we looking at a double exposure here too?
I believe it's just a single frame.
I can see where you get that though, because that trunk on the right.
Trunk on the right.
All right, Jamie, this is getting weird. I'm going to the next image.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Mikey
Why don't
D
you
was
take
in
a-
that. Mikey D
take
was
a
saying that earlier. He's like, "Hey, I'm jumping off the pier. This may be a double exposure."
Paul, Paul just went into his toolbox there. Now it's gone.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer, you need
You're
to
gonna go
stop.
turn on the table saw.
Oh man.
You need to stop.
He needs to run the lawnmower for a little bit.
You know that scene from,
beautiful
yeah.
image, Matthew. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful gun.
So one last thing about that last like photo, just like it just feels like that one scene from The Shining where, like, you know how the focal length like gets like shorter, or like they're like moving the focal length of the video camera.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're getting pulled in. It's
Yeah,
kind of like what it
the,
feels like when I'm looking at it. I forget what the effect is called.
The Hitchcock.
Yeah.
It's called You're
Hitchcock
Fucking
Zoom,
Weird,
I think
dude.
it's called.
Yeah.
Dude, Jimmy,
Yeah,
that's
where
really
you
good.
Zoom in
Yeah.
as you move back, or you zoom
Yeah.
out as you move in. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's a super crazy thing that he came up with because it has a
Mhm.
crazy effect with the compression changing.
hmm That's kind of like what it feels like when I'm looking at this. I get kind of like pulled in towards the back. It like fades
Mhm.
away.
Yeah. So good. Really well done.
So this
Ooh.
dude, Johan Stadling, I've been following him for a long time. He has great stuff. And when I saw this
Dude.
scene, I was like, okay, I Gotta share this one. This is
beautiful.
Wow.
so sick.
What
Wow.
the heck?
Yep.
That's so good.
Yo, those 3 like green reeds just like sticking out and like perpendicular, just like
Yeah.
it's like pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Because it tells you that it's not black and white,
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
which makes it even more incredible. Because like, okay, it's like it just makes it more interesting. Like,
The only pop of color in the photo.
Hmm. Those foam patterns, oh my goodness, and the
Yeah.
reflections of those little reeds or you
Yeah.
know, grasses or whatever they are. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. And I
And
like
there's
that
movement.
like sorry.
Oh no, I was just, and I mean, there's
Yeah.
definitely movement. Like you look at it real quick and you're like, oh, it's just a pattern. But if you study it, there's for sure movement throughout the entire frame.
You can tell like it was moving in like a circle just with kind of like how it's the spacing and like just like the way the foam is kind of just like set. And as
Well,
it like
that's
gets right towards the top, like the foam gets replaced by all those reeds. So like the pattern
Right.
just kind of like continues even though the foam kind of like fades away.
yeah, and that's something that I've always had trouble with, because typically like I don't want to shoot foam like in direct light because it has like super harsh contrast, and I just want to focus on the pattern and have like simpler lighting. But in those low lighting conditions, like when the foam is swirling, it's really difficult to get it sharp and shoot it fast enough. But yeah, I just love the complexity of this one. It's just like it just sucks me in, and I just appreciate it so much because it's so complex, yet it's all very harmonious, which is not easy to do. And then I personally probably would have avoided including those reads because I just like to play it safe and just oversimplify things sometimes. But I love how he included them, and it's like this, it's not really a tangent because it totally works with the scene, but it's just like this other element that he somehow made work by including it. Like, you know, the you have all these like swirling patterns in the foam, and then you have these like kind of vertical diagonal lines. It's almost like 2 different scenes, but they work very well together.
Mm-hmm.
You could get you could get at least 2 really amazing photographs right out of this one image.
Right.
Yeah, you can like bisect it in half and you'd have 2 great photos.
Right.
Yeah.
But it works as a whole, which is
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
it's
No,
so
it's
impressive.
beautiful.
And like for a scene like this, I'd probably shoot it like way zoomed in, but he had this like
Right.
pretty wide, it feels. So
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Like, cool. I have to look him up now too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
trust
he's
me.
a great follow on social media.
The great, yeah. I was just looking through some of those images in his portfolio there. It's phenomenal.
None of you guys had heard of him before?
no.
Mm-mm.
Nice.
Thanks for the introduction, buddy.
I just got him
Yeah.
4 new followers. Yeah, I love his stuff.
That's right.
Paul, you're in the nether realm.
No,
Paul thinks we're
I
looking
was-
at a photo of a stout, the head.
I was totally on mute, and I was like, I'm not even gonna tell you what I'm doing.
We know. No worries.
You guys are sick. Oh my god. I'm trying to look this bastard up, and you guys are just dropping shit.
He's actually buying tickets to another concert that he wasn't going to.
Oh shit. You didn't. There's a funny story behind that.
So this guy, Adam Kavalunas, I've been following him for several years. He's a fellow Southwest shooter. He has a lot of really nice slot canyon stuff, which I've been into lately, now that it's like slot canyon season, because you get
Mm-hmm.
so in the winter, like a lot of times the sun just doesn't even penetrate these canyons, so you can't get like the really nice reflected light like you see here. They'll just be very
wow.
dark and flat. So around like the summer solstice, like even though it gets super hot, the closest you can get to the solstice is typically when you get the most light in these canyons, and they light up different sections. And yeah, this scene in particular just was really cool with the layering, how everything's very like wavy and curvy. And this isn't from Antelope Canyon, it's from a different canyon. I obviously won't say which one it is, but yeah, for anybody wondering, it's not Antelope. Yeah, I love the processing here too, because a lot of times I see like really gaudy processing on these images, like people have like super saturated purples and blues, and he has that nice like cool to warm transition here, but the cool tones aren't overly saturated because those shadows like are so deep, it really doesn't make sense for them to be so saturated because they're not being amplified by the light.
Right.
Dude, this is one of the best. This is one of the best canyon shots I've seen.
I'm with you, Eric. It's Slot Canyon season. I so wish I could like get lost in some right now, but it's not
I
going to
just
happen
came
this
back
spring.
from a pretty sick one that I'd never been to.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah,
Nice.
a few days ago.
they're
actually
out
talked to
there,
Adam.
like ones to explore that, you know, really don't get photographed. They're for sure out there. You just got to do your research, and they're so fun to find and explore.
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of them are technical, so you either
Mhm.
need to go with people that know the ropes, or find the non-technical ones, which there aren't as many of, but yeah, there definitely are some out there. Or you can do like little sections of them, you know, like maybe a
Mhm.
certain stretch won't be technical. You can like find an exit point or something, so you don't have to rappel or anything like that. But yeah,
But yeah, this is so nice.
I got the bug right now.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's so good.
So I'm from New Jersey and I've lived in New York for a while now. We don't get stuff like, is that like true to like kind of like what you would expect with color?
With this reflected lighting, yes. So if you were looking at this like an even light without any sunlight hitting in the canyon, it'd all be like a pale orange probably.
Mhm.
But some canyons can be like more white, some canyons can be more red. But I'm pretty sure I know which canyon this one is. It's like a pale orange. But once you get the reflected light hitting a certain section, it'll just like glow like crazy, like super orange, like totally transform the color of the place. No matter what like the slot canyon color is, like even really gray ones have turned super orange in this kind of lighting. And then there's like this whole spectrum of color that cascades down from that as the light bounces down and the intensity changes and it gets darker and darker.
J-Rod, you
mostly-
got to come out west. We got to get you in some of these.
I keep inviting him.
Hell yeah.
There's not enough trees and obstructed views. So.
Did you just
Jennifer
get some
dropping
service right
it.
now or something? Or what's
Love
going
it.
on?
Are these mostly shot handheld? With like
What's
how
up?
much space there is in slot canyons?
It just depends. Some canyons you can hike right through, like they're nice and wide and you can totally use a tripod. Other ones are so narrow, like you got to squeeze through sideways, and I don't even bother taking a tripod in them and I shoot them handheld. This one, he might have had a tripod if it's the canyon I'm thinking of. It very well could be handheld. I've had to do like handheld shots like while like stemming, you know, like pretty much suspended in the air by my legs,
Mhm.
like Spider-Man.
It's so fun though, right, Bennett?
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
it's like the
Always an
funnest day.
adventure.
It's
Mhm.
always the funnest day.
Until you have to wade through like a waist deep cesspool that's been there for who knows how long with like rotting wood and animal carcass in it.
Yeah, with the animal carcass is the worst. Like it's
There was
it's-
one popular canyon where like a cow fell in and somebody tried
Yes!
to light
Oh,
it
man.
on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Wait, someone tried to light the cow on fire?
Yeah, I think they tried to like blow it up with like
Yeah.
in the
Yes.
80s or something, and
Yo.
then
Oh
like
my
light it
God.
on fire. I've
Yeah.
seen
Do
like
what?
dead,
Wait, what was the purpose?
to get rid of the cow.
To get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
To get rid of the rotting carcass. I've seen like dead deer in canyons before and stuff that have fallen down and all sorts of stuff. It's funny because like a lot of times these photos can look so serene and beautiful, but like just below the frame is like the grossest like mud or dead animals or just like mud.
Quicksand.
Mhm.
Why nobody ever shoots the ground in one of
Yeah.
these things.
So
It's a
I should
lit-
just
yeah.
stay. I should just stay in New Jersey because that's pretty much all the foreground I get.
Yeah, just walking the streets
Yeah.
or the streets of San Francisco.
The Joyzy streets.
You'd love it, Jimmy. We gotta get you out.
Wait, when was your last trip to the West Coast, Jimmy?
Fucking never.
About 4 years ago,
Oh,
5 years ago, I was in
come
San
for a
Diego.
visit.
I gotta make it out over here.
Yeah, we're working on him.
Oh, yeah, a whole bunch of one-way tickets. I'll be out there.
Never come back. Never go back to New Jersey.
So this
Oh,
guy,
wow.
Thomas Flekenstein, another guy I highly recommend following.
Oh damn.
He's got great stuff. A lot of stuff like this, you know, very abstract. What I really liked about this scene is just like the simplicity. It's pretty much just like white squiggly lines with a black backdrop. It's an ice photo, high contrast ice photo, but I just loved like the complexity here again. It's funny because like looking at these with you guys, I'm kind of realizing like what it is I like about a lot of stuff, and I'm realizing I just really love like high complexity that is handled really well, like in a very digestible way, because that's just not easy to do. I really respect it.
Yeah. It reminds me of like a topographic map.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
So, what are we looking at?
Is it ice?
This is ice, I would
Ice,
say.
yeah.
Oh,
99%
wow.
positive.
Mhm.
What is like what makes those lines in the ice? Do you know? Just like different freezing rates, I guess, for the water.
Yeah, you need like some kind of wind or some kind of movement. So like next to a stream or a puddle, like in Patagonia, I photographed puddles like this that have like swirls in them because it's just always windy. So yeah, it's freezing like in different layers instead of it all being uniform. It's not all freezing at the same time because it's being disturbed during the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it feels like you can see the different elevations, like Jennifer said, in like the topographic maps. It's like the elevation changes. It just feels 3D just because of all those lines.
In
Also
Zion,
can-
you can find puddles that kind of have these lines. And when you, I mean, I'll admit it, like when I put my tripod down, I've tried to avoid stepping on it. You end up stepping on it, and there's no water underneath. Like it's almost like a dry layer of ice, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
And the furthest research I've ever done is that it's called cat ice, going back to kitty cats.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they call it that, I have no idea. But when you get a lot of those like striations, at least kind of in canyon country, you'll find that those puddles don't actually have water underneath. So there's got to be some kind of physics or chemistry or yeah, I don't know. It's cool, but
Paul just opened another beer for some reason. He's on autopilot right now.
This is like. No, I wanted to lay off that stout. That thing was fucking me up.
I'm on Stoutland. Don't worry. I'm chasing you up.
What are you on? What are you on now, Paul?
What do you mean? The beer?
What are you drinking?
What
What are
do
you
you
drinking now?
Oh, it's Brewhouse. It's a El Loro de Oro. Boom. This one here, I bought a lot of this for some reason.
For some reason.
Yeah, it's a collaboration with Green.
Cheek.
Yes, thank you. And it's 9.3. Jennifer,
Get after it.
I
Get
still
after
got
it,
you
PB.
beat. Still
Oh my
got you
God.
beat.
I'm gonna go.
Although I don't
slow.
know, how much of that stout did you drink?
Enough.
You might still be ahead of me then.
I don't even know what that thing was. It's
It's solid, whatever it is.
Don't worry. I'm drinking a stout right now, Bowman.
what do you got?
It's our anniversary collab with J. Wakefield. Bourbon barrel aged stout. Finished on vanilla, roasted peanuts, cacao nibs, and coffee from our homies at Cat and Cloud Coffee.
Dude, that sounds so good.
Sounds great.
It smells like
Dude,
Reese's
that-
Pieces.
Dude, that makes my. Okay.
I love how Paul is taking a break from the stout by drinking a triple IPA.
True.
Gotta rehydrate.
True. Yeah, where's your water? Where's your water, Bowman?
All right, I'm gonna mute
mean-
Paul.
Yeah.
Sorry, Thomas. We love your
Lost
photo.
Yeah.
Paul lost his microphone privileges. Yeah, I definitely recommend following Thomas. He's constantly putting out nice stuff. So
I just
Beautiful
wrote
work.
him down
feature for a
too.
long time. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Like I said, I've had all these images like set aside, like bookmarked to share at
Locked
some
and
point,
loaded.
but I can only share like 1 or 2 images per episode. So it's been taking a long time to get through them. So this dude,
Martin
Martin
Rack, yeah.
Rack,
Awesome.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, awesome.
yeah,
And this
sure-
image. Oh,
people have heard of him, but haven't featured his image on the show before. But this one is just like so ethereal, just one of the craziest foggy tree scenes I've ever seen. Like we see trees and fog in images like pretty often, but this one just feels so different and unique, and yeah, just so tasteful. Love the hikey ish treatment, and
yeah.
he has a lot of great atmospheric forest stuff, but this one really stood out to me.
I've had this image saved in my Instagram. Like I have a whole little folder of saved images that I like to go back and look at, and this is one of them.
Like to look at them when you're in the bathroom.
No, Martin. God. No, more
No,
like when I'm
no,
drinking
Wes.
my coffee on a Sunday morning.
Have you gotten an AeroPress yet, Jennifer?
Not yet. It's on the list.
Okay, yeah, you got to get
on
one.
the
It's a
list.
game changer.
Yeah, I for sure will.
It's the best.
I still need to do that.
Oh, I thought you had one, Paul.
No, I'm a little bit fucking lazy for that shit.
It feels like those two. I know, like they're like trees in the background behind those, but it feels like those two trees on the left are like casting a shadow, and just like gives this like really cool effect.
Yeah, it's kind of like darkness behind them.
Yeah.
Never seen one like this. It's really pretty awesome.
I like the little, like, just the tiny amount of like little tiny leaves that you can kind of pick up too.
Yeah.
Oh
on the
yeah, just like
left.
right there. I
Yeah.
just noticed those.
Dead center too, like upper center.
Upper dead center. Yep.
I love that.
And he's got some similar photos of a similar scene with like spring and green in there. That's, oh my gosh, it's so fucking dope.
He has a lot of really great stuff, and he has a book on Kozu's website that he did with them. I forget the name of it, but I'm sure it's fantastic.
Oh, dude, his stuff is. I'm going through his feed right now. It's just.
He's awesome.
Oh, dude,
you didn't know of him before, Paul?
Yeah, I had him on it. I had some of his stuff, but you know, like sometimes you don't see somebody's stuff for a while.
Yeah, Instagram will just hide it.
That
Yeah,
pesky algorithm.
Yeah, it's so fucked. And then you pull it up here, Erik, and it's just like a reminder of how fucking awesome this guy is. His shit is dope as fuck.
Yeah, and it was really hard to choose one image from him that kind of, I don't know, I was kind of trying to find something that would embody like his whole body of work to give people like a good sample, but it's just impossible. Like you got to go check out his website. Like there's too much diversity in there to try to express it all in one scene.
Very three-dimensional.
Yeah. Very three-dimensional.
Yeah.
You can almost feel the texture.
It feels like there's like snow on it too, from just like the chips on like the bark. It looks like snow, but like you really know it's just like the tree itself.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, the white, like in the birch bark. Yeah,
really,
I love
really
his
nice.
stuff.
Oh wow.
There's another guy.
Oh,
I've been following
baby.
forever. Yeah, you know about him, Jimmy?
I don't, but this is dope.
He's a film photographer. He's always posting new stuff. He'll post like a carousel. Like a lot of times I post a carousel when I have like 3 or 4 images that I feel like maybe aren't super strong, but together they create like a nice little like slideshow experience. His carousels will be like 10 images long and they're all like bangers, just insane photographs. And it's like if somebody isn't scrolling through, like they're missing out on just amazing stuff. And so he's like a film photographer, Hengki, Koentjoro. I've been following him for years, and his work is just always so like ethereal, otherworldly, makes you think. He has like a lot of great arboreal stuff too. Again, it was really hard to just pick one image from him because he has so much fantastic stuff. But I just love this scene, how it's just like the space you can feel here, just with all the clouds, like the layers of different clouds, and then that little glowing stream down in the bottom. It's just such a otherworldly scene without any kind of like cheap editing tricks or like you know, fantasy style stuff. It's just like his perspective is so unique, the way he sees the world.
Yeah. Feel almost like godlike, just like looking down at this, you know what I mean? Just from on high. And you just feel like you're, like you said, otherworldly. You're just not on this earth when you're like looking at this photo.
His work is all black and white too, by the way.
Yeah. And that just kind of like adds to it as well, you know, just that like almost like omniscient kind of feeling.
Yeah, that's a good way to
this is
describe
so
it.
cool.
A lot of his images have that kind of that feeling that I haven't really like been able to articulate, but like it's kind of like a epic. Yeah, it's like an epic, like otherworldliness.
Yeah,
it's not
that's like the first
composite
thing that
stuff
came to my
or
head.
Super cool image.
Yeah.
Just like the light outlining the clouds, and then just like the clouds just being pitch black.
Yeah.
The black and white treatment, really, really special. It looks like there's a sea like right beyond the clouds, you know, just like all the way out there, like towards the top of the image. That looks like an ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does.
totally. Hey, Bennett,
Yo.
you think James is paying for something?
Getting some
It's
room
weird.
service.
I'm just throwing it out there. See if it
I mean,
sticks.
he just had his dinner. I'm sure he's looking for dessert now.
And when it just says his name, that's fucked up, dude.
Or the occupant of that hotel room just came back and he's like, oh, God.
Yeah, he's been squatting.
He's been squatting in that hotel room.
Dude, Jennifer's lifetime membership. Okay. Fuck. and J-Rod shows up with his fucking head on sideways. He's like, what?
Getting roasted. Oh, what is
Dude.
that? What is that?
What's up,
Oh, is
Jeff?
that the 5th anniversary?
Is that Uber Eats?
No, it was a hangnail.
Ah!
Is that the
Hangnail,
5th
code
anniversary,
word.
Bennett?
So this stout here was brewed
Ah, yeah, it is.
by
Oh,
the
hell
one
yeah,
and
brother.
only Jimmy Tran, who is present tonight. So I wanted to save it until he
Nice.
came back on the show.
Oh,
This is,
Fucking Jimmy.
Yeah, HS5.
That was the
Humble
last
C,
bottle we had in existence.
You
5th
fucking
anniversary.
dude, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
This one's been in my fridge for a long time. Double barreled Imperial Stout collaboration with North Park Brewing, great brewery in San Diego. Conditioned on
fuck.
raw and toasted coconut, Marcona almonds, Mexican vanilla, and Moster coffee. 15%
Dude.
ABV.
Dude.
So I'm about
Oh
to
my
hit Paul's
gosh.
level right now. I don't know
Hey.
if I'll be able to
Hey,
talk through the
I'll-
last few images.
I'll see y'all in 7. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
All right. How's it holding up? It's been a couple years since I've had it.
Yeah, same here. Because you guys, what? You just had your 7th anniversary or 6th?
Yeah, so it's been 2 years.
Yeah, and so I remember it was like liquid brownies, pretty much like really, really chocolatey with a nice sweetness.
Mm.
Wow.
Let's see how it is. Yeah,
So intense. It's so
It's
quiet.
dense, too.
yeah.
it's thick.
Yeah.
And
It, It's really smooth for 15% for sure. It definitely has that warm like barrel flavor. That little
Yeah.
burn.
How's that coconut holding up?
It's really good.
Still there?
Yeah. I mean,
Nice.
I'm at the top of the bottle right now. I'm sure I'll
Mhm.
find more flavor as I drink more tonight and tomorrow. But
What's
There you go.
the year on that?
So the barrels themselves were like a little over 2.5 years, I think.
24 months.
Yeah. So so it was like 2 years. So the beer was already 2 years old when it went to the bottles, and then now it's like 2 years older. So
Wow.
the beer itself is like 4 years old now.
Dude, that's gotta be legit.
It's really nice.
What a share. Jimmy,
Oh yeah.
fucking asshole.
Thanks, man. The best thing someone's ever called me.
Yeah. So when Jimmy came out here last fall and visited me, he brought me another bottle of this.
Yeah.
And I was really stoked because it was like one of the most hyped beers that they did that year. It got a really high rating on Untapped. But did anything abnormal go into brewing this, Jimmy? Or
No, we just did a really cool collaboration recipe with North Park, and North Park makes some incredible beers. They
I've
just
never
came off
had
of
their
a-
stouts because they're so hard to get, but I've heard they're amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Their like base recipe is called Death Before Dying, and then they just do riffs on that
Mhm.
beer pretty much, and
Yeah,
pretty
I've
much
seen like
like
macaroons before
uh,
dying, or like
macaroons
devil food
before
cake
dying,
before
put them on the
dying.
map for sure. And
Oh,
they just
that
came off
sounds
of a.
good.
It is delicious, absolutely phenomenal
Oh.
beer. Next time you're in San Diego, you should definitely go give them a visit. They make some really, really incredible beer. They just came off of
Okay.
a really big award-winning run at I think World Beer Cup or one of the beer awards. They just come off a big run of awards.
Nice. I'm looking them up next time for sure.
Yeah, they make really good beer and they're really good people.
Nice.
But yeah,
Yeah,
we
fantastic
do.
IPAs.
Yeah, we need to do a collab with them again because I need to put some more of that base stout into barrels. Maybe we'll get a read.
Yeah, man, hit them up. Send me a bottle.
Yeah. You got it, man.
Fucking Jimmy.
Bowman's not getting one.
Fucking Jimmy. Dude, I got some brew hosts for you, dude. Come on.
No, Bowman, I'll come visit you this summer. I'm trying to do a little bit of the Timberline Trail this summer.
Really?
Yeah.
You going solo or you bringing somebody?
I'll probably go solo.
Let me know. I'll fucking do a thing. And we'll grab
Nice.
some
I'm
beer.
down. Nice.
That'd be
Just
totally
nice
down.
beer.
Yeah. I'm always down for that shit.
Nice. Because the Timberline Trail, I read that you don't need permits, so you kind of just
Nope.
let go.
No, it's super chill. It's probably 3-4 days.
Nice.
And yeah, there's some good stops along the way.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm super excited about that.
So
sounds
this
crazy.
image here, I forget where I found it, but as soon as I saw
Fuck.
it, I took a screenshot and saved it in my folder by Jason Bradley. Again, just insane complexity here. Like, it looks like tree branches, but it's so dense and stuff. I have no idea what kind of
Dude.
tree this is,
Yeah.
and it's just like overrun by some kind of lichen moss stuff.
Like fungus, whatever.
I know both.
Okay, yeah, it looks like there's
What?
two different
Oh.
kinds here.
Let me put my nerd glasses
All right,
on.
let's go. Let's go.
Please do.
So
Tune them up.
Jason shared this at the Out of Big Sur conference, and I'm not 100% sure, but I would say it's one of those cypress trees at Point
Okay.
Lobos, but I could be totally wrong. But the orange stuff, I'm pretty sure it's called like orange rock hair, because I looked it up last time, and there are trees out there just covered in this. And this is an absolute like beautiful organization of these tree branches, and I was looking for something like this when I was out there, but yeah, this is stunning.
I don't know how the hell he
incredible.
composed this.
Yeah, it's
Insane.
yeah.
What's the white stuff?
I think it's just there's moss out there, so like, there was like moss hanging, almost like that you would see in Olympic.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming that's what it is, but I'm pretty sure that's orange
Yeah.
rock hair. But maybe it's like the eclipse comment I made a few episodes ago. I could totally be wrong, and Jason will like email you and be like, "She's full of shit." But I'm pretty sure that's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of the
that's
moss
so
out here
good.
is definitely pretty pale. It's not like super dense green.
It almost looks like snow in this photo.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
It totally does.
I've seen that kind of moss before. I've never seen that orange stuff just like smothering a tree like this, though.
Oh, it's
I-
wild. It's everywhere. This,
Yeah.
at least where I saw it was Point Lobos in the cypress grove. So yeah.
I
What
don't
is
know
this?
I don't know if he intentionally chose like a very like fast focal length, but like just the front of the photo being very sharp and then going to the back kind of helps with that, like getting that kind of like simplifying that complexity for sure.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's probably focus stacked. Like, it looks like
Yeah.
really deep. It looks like he's pretty close.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of layers to this.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he could be in that scene, and there's really not a lot of compositions, but he found one.
Right.
Is that snow, you think?
No, it's
No,
moss stuff, dude.
moss.
You weren't listening.
What do you mean?
So he
It's
has
another-
another photo on Instagram. It's not this one, but he tagged it Point Lobos.
Okay.
Although he calls it red lace lichen, so maybe I'm wrong. But there is orange hair grass out there because I did that little like what do you call it? Seek. It's kind of like by iNaturalist because I wanted to
Right.
identify it. But yeah, it's whatever. I mean, this is just stunning. So yeah.
There are definitely two different kinds. So, yeah, the light colored pale stuff looks more familiar. I've never seen that orange.
Yeah.
Bulbous looking stuff. It just looks like an infestation, like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
some
just
kind of
feels
sci-fi
like
thing, you know, like
yeah.
some kind of fungus invades the earth and just like turns it into this like wasteland.
it feels
Isn't that the
parasitic.
premise of like This Is Us or something? Or not This Is Us.
The Last of Us?
The Last of
Yeah.
Us. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one was
cordyceps-
with
cordyceps fungus.
cordyceps, though. Yeah,
Yep.
Fungus is gonna rule the world.
it already does.
Yeah, it already does.
I
Yeah.
know it.
Literally, whenever you walk everywhere, it's just fungus underneath you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is cool.
Yeah,
Fungus on you, in fact.
I read this book called Fantastic Fungi. No, that was
Yes.
a documentary. No, the book by Merlin Sheldrake. What was it called?
I have it on my list.
It's such a good Entangled Life.
Yes.
Fascinating book. He was talking about like before trees, there were like 30, 40 foot tall mushrooms. Like,
What?
yeah, these huge mushrooms like all over the earth.
That's like the shit
then-
Jimmy used to. That's the shit that Jimmy hits on the weekends.
And then trees originally, they didn't have roots. That's something that they developed through evolution later on. The fungi would serve as the roots of the trees. So now it's like more of a symbiosis thing. Like
Yeah, symbiotic.
the roots like get water and stuff and share the water and other nutrients with and like chlorophyll with the
Mhm.
fungi, and the fungi share minerals and stuff. But before, originally, the plants had no roots and the fungi served as the root system entirely. It's pretty crazy.
It's so fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fungi,
it's cool.
fungi are definitely like super cool, kind of in the biology world for sure. Learned a lot about them in like my microbiology classes in college.
hmm
And I'm eating mushroom pizza right now. I'm just putting that out there.
And
Aw, see?
fungi make your beer.
There you go.
So
This-
this guy, Kevin Monahan, I actually met him several years ago because he signed up for a portfolio review with me. So I got to look through a bunch of his work. And our most recent portfolio review we did, it was his Redwoods gallery that he just put out. And I was just blown away. And I had so much fun. I mean, partially it was really fun just helping him like sequence the gallery and like put it all together so that it would be ready to release. But I was also super jealous because I've been wanting to photograph this place for a long time, and he just had so many fantastic images like this one, just like really great atmosphere, really nice compositions, rhododendron stuff, and like here you're seeing the rhododendron plant without the flowers, but it's still super awesome. And
Right.
I love this scene.
Mhm.
Pretty
Mhm.
unique too for what you see from there.
Mhm.
The brightest part of the photo being the tallest plant, just really, really just like adds, just like the atmosphere to the photo.
Mhm.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, this is a great example. I hear so many times from other photographers like, oh, the redwoods aren't worth going unless the rhododendrons are in bloom. And it's like, this is a perfect example of there is always something to see and photograph.
I just want
Mhm.
to shoot those
Beautiful.
trunks. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
in a
They're
few
massive.
weeks, but I'm not like
Absolutely massive. Yeah.
I'm not like hell bent on hitting the rhododendrons. Like if they're blooming, that'd obviously be cool. But I just want to photograph these trunks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost feel like because the flowers aren't there, it makes you appreciate so many other details here in this photo.
It'd be a little overbearing if they were there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
I like how you can see the tree trunks because they're such an important part of the composition. Like they provide all the structure, and then the rhododendron plant is just like filling in the gaps nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if the rhododendron flowers are there, you just like, oh, look at all the
It's to the
flowers,
show.
and you just ignore it.
Yeah.
Just ignore everything else.
It's got some
And-
spring. Sorry, Jen.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'm a big fan of Kevin's work. He recently just had a really cool abstract of like snow ice patterns that I liked a few weeks ago. But yeah, I've been a big time follower of him and I love him, his work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just going to add that it's getting some spring growth on the rhododendrons, and that's providing that that subtle. That's where those flowers are going to be coming out.
Yeah, and like though you can see on the bottom left.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably like a week before they bloom or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
super nice. So I love the separation of like those two tree trunks on the left side. How they just have that little
Yeah.
gap of like
The little
fog
gap, yeah.
between them.
Mhm.
So perfect.
Then like I guess that shadow is probably like another tree just right behind it, just giving it just enough shadow,
hmm
just to like not be so bright.
Yeah, super sick scene. This was one of my favorites. It was hard to pick one from his gallery because all the images were really good. But this was one of my favorites. I just loved the composition here and the lighting, and I don't know, just made me feel a certain way. Yeah, Kevin's a cool dude too. I've enjoyed working with him, and
Mhm.
his growth has been really awesome to see.
Oh
So this
wow.
this
Nice.
last one is from a dude that I just found like a couple weeks ago, Jerome Obiols. He's French, so I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but go check out his website because he just has like the craziest, most extensive portfolio of like the French Alps. All these incredible mountain peaks in black and white and also color. I'm not sure if he shoots film. I think he does. I'm not certain, but just like really tasteful, dramatic, atmospheric, crazy mountain peak scenes. And he had some other ones that I really, really liked, but the format, because he shoots like lots of pano stuff, like 2x1, even like 3x1 stuff, it just wouldn't have looked that great on the show. But I really love this one here, just like all the atmosphere and these like twin peaks and the motion that they have, the way they curve, like opposing one another. And yeah, I want everyone to go check out his website for sure because I was
Very
blown away
cool.
by his work.
He does amazing stuff. Wow. His mountain
Yeah.
photography is amazing.
Yeah, I can feel the power of these mountains just like bleeding through the screen.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
his
the
work has a lot of
atmosphere.
emotion.
Yeah. Ben, are we gonna see some black and white from you, dude? I know you don't shoot or you don't see a lot of black and white
I have some
stuff.
black and white stuff in the queue
Oh yeah?
for some upcoming releases. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I hardly ever make anything black and white.
Dude, his stuff is sick. I just pulled it up.
Yeah. It's
Super, super nice work.
I just like that like completely snow-capped ridge anchoring down just like almost the center of
Yep.
the photo.
Yep.
Right.
Super nice.
It's a great find, Erik.
I was grateful I'm not on the top of those two peaks because it looks like they're getting blasted by wind.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a good time. No,
I
this
don't
is
know. Would you
stunning.
guys ever climb a mountain like this?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
I don't
yeah.
know
No, I don't think I could.
what elevation these are in the French Alps, like
No.
Mont Blanc and stuff, but I know Mont
Mhm.
Blanc is like one of the deadliest mountains in the world. Like people die every year because it's I think it's like pretty technical and also weather and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I read that in a book called Mountains of the Mind. That was really good.
Oh yeah. You know what? One book I just finished off of your recommendations.
Hmm.
Stolen Focus. What a great book.
Oh,
Mm.
also very alarming and makes you never want to use the
Yeah,
cell
yeah.
phone again.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
no, I'm writing it down right now.
Makes you never want
It's
to do what?
Use a cell phone
Never
again, like you are
use a
right
cell phone
now, you
again.
distracted bastard.
Yeah. It is really good. I read it in like one New York trip over like 2 days.
Yeah.
You're just like, wow, I never realized this until just now.
The Shallows by Nicholas Carr is really good as well.
Mhm.
That's just about the internet in general, not about social media or smartphones. It was written like 10 years ago.
Hmm.
So a lot of it was like forecasts, which have absolutely come to pass and even worse than what he predicted. So
Yikes.
yeah, it's pretty troubling.
That's beautiful. Beautiful
Mhm.
image.
Yeah, check out this guy's website. I had a lot of fun looking through. Really hard to choose just one image, but this one was just really tasteful, really classy.
Jerome.
A lot of mountain work.
Well,
Good choices, Erik.
biddy-biddy-biddy. That's all, folks.
That's good choices. You did good,
Mhm.
dude.
Bad.
Go
I
fuck
did,
yourself.
man. I got great taste.
Mm,
Okay, buddy.
Weird.
in views and brews.
really weird.
Yeah. Yeah, just a humble sea beer. Good choice.
Mm-hmm. The only one in my fridge right now.
Mm. Don't worry, I'll send something out.
So you keep saying.
This is like sitting on my
Oh, shit.
dresser over
Oh
there.
shit, dude.
Hey man, I just got back from a big trip.
How was it?
I've just been kind of lazy since I got
Tell
back.
tell us about that trip.
Yeah, I went down to Torres del Paine down in Chile, and it's definitely just like a 50-mile trek doing the W trek. I wish
Oh,
I could do the
wow.
O, but basically the O closes down for the season like at the beginning of April, so you can't really do the backside of the whole park.
Is that the
But
O or the oh?
Oh. No. So I ended up just doing like a small part of the W part of the trek, which is basically just like what kind of like the main popular trek. But definitely I turned 30 while I was out there.
Oh, nice.
Definitely
Sick.
yeah.
Happy
Definitely
birthday.
definitely a
30,
trip to
man.
remember.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Such
You
a
go
young
solo?
pup.
It just flies by.
No,
man. I'm
dude,
like 33,
seriously,
like, just turned
Jennifer.
30.
Yeah. It feels like I was just 25 and now I'm 30, so
Yeah,
Ugh.
me too.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
a-
Dude, I got socks older than you.
Oh man.
Come on,
Those socks have seen some things.
They've seen some shit, dude. Did you go solo?
No, I was with two friends who did the trip with me, and it was a fucking blast. We would so
That's-
basically it's not super wild. Like it's like doing the Dolomites in the Alta Via treks in Italy, where like you hike
So were
from
there like
Refugio.
little lodges and things?
Yeah,
or-
you hike from Refugio to Refugio.
Yeah.
So basically, you would just hike, and then we would drink beers at the Refugios in the evening, go to bed, wake up in the morning, and do it all over again.
That's cool.
It's definitely a blast. Definitely something I would recommend doing, even if you're not a photographer or
That's definitely not the Patagonia experience that I had.
Yeah, you're telling me about it.
2 weeks.
Being stuck in a tent, you know.
2 weeks, Jimmy.
No, I was there for yeah, just about. But like it was 5 days on the trek and then a few days just like chilling in the town, getting rental gear and stuff. But a lot of it was travel. It's like a 24-hour travel day just to get down there.
So were you back in that El Valle Francés, like the French Valley.
Yeah, I was in the French Valley.
How
That
was
place
that?
is,
That area looks cool.
Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful.
Lots of trees.
Yeah, lots of trees, and the fall color was popping for sure.
Yeah, I've
And,
always wanted to get
the-
back there, but I've
yeah.
always gone like after the
Yeah.
trails are closed.
Mm. I mean, I'm down. I'm always down to go back. I still need to finish the back side of the park.
I'm going next year.
Go next year. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to finish the back side of the park at some point in my life. But the French Valley is absolutely gorgeous. You're just walking through a dense forest of trees, basically. And
Shoot that shit.
of course I did. You know I did.
Hell yeah, baby.
But not a lot of stuff.
Mm.
Everything I mostly shot was handheld because I was just like moving. So
Yeah.
because you had to like
hassle
go
get the
from place to
tripod
place.
out, take your backpack off.
Exactly. Yep. Because you had to go from place to place. Just like
Right.
you got a place to be like every
You
single
can't just
night.
stop wherever you want. You got to make it to the destination.
Yeah,
at the end of the
exactly.
day.
Yeah. But that valley was absolutely gorgeous, and next time if you make it back to the park, you should definitely walk back in there for sure.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
have
I'd
some.
like to go.
I have some stuff from in there that I absolutely love.
That's great. Can't wait to see it.
Maybe I'll post
Oh,
it. Maybe
yeah.
I won't. Who knows?
Fucking Jimmy. And Jimmy Tran.
Oh dear.
Cool, man.
What do you guys
Yeah,
got
it's
coming
great
up?
to have you back.
So true.
You guys have anything coming up?
I'm headed to the Redwoods in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Probably by the time this episode comes out, I'll have already gone. I think this comes out in June.
I mean, I'll see you up in the redwoods for sure.
Yeah, come hang out. Bring a resupply.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
flying out,
Yeah.
so
You're flying
I'm gonna
out.
ship some stuff out.
Do you have check baggage? Do you have something you can check?
I'm gonna ship stuff. I'm gonna have Jimmy ship me a package.
Yeah.
Right, Jimmy?
I might have
Got me.
a box for you that I can reuse. I can bring up to you if you want. I put if you want a box to pack stuff.
I don't think I'll bring
Pack
anything
beers.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, week, homeboy.
Just yeah. I'll show up empty-handed.
What week?
I'm not gonna say that publicly,
Are we in the green room?
and I'm not gonna bother telling you right now because you're not gonna remember.
True story. I'm like, we're gonna meet there and this and that, and like, did you not ever remember?
That Swiss bliss is hidden.
Dude, that thing was the real deal.
It's probably
I
like
didn't even-
15% at least.
Fuck.
Swiss stouts.
Yeah, I think it's 18. Yeah.
They don't list it on
Oh,
18. Yeah, they don't list it on the bottle. You'd have to look. it up
Yeah.
on
Wait, do you
tap.
not have to in New York? Do you don't have to put the ABV in New York?
I don't know. Actually.
Dude, that thing was
Equilibrium
smooth.
is in New York, right? Not New Jersey.
Yeah, New York.
Excuse me. Yeah, Middletown, New York.
Oh.
You're gonna go up to Redwoods, Jimmy?
What did you
What?
just say?
I don't even know.
I think it was.
JT, you
Yeah,
going? You
what's
going
up?
to the Redwoods?
Yeah, I'll make it out.
Okay, cool.
You gonna drive down from Oregon?
Yeah, I've been out there a couple of times. It's pretty good.
It looks like it's 14% ABV.
Yeah, it's
Grand Royale though
no.
is 18%. Yeah, that's the one that we got. That's a good one. The other one's
Is it
slow.
double barrel aged? Grand Royale double barrel aged?
I believe so. Yeah, it's like 48 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
I
how
have
like
that. Dude, I have that bitch in the fucking
Rich?
chamber right now. I want to crack it.
Yeah, 40 months.
Yeah.
I'm biting
Yeah.
my finger. It's weird.
I've got a lot of good stouts in the
Yeah.
fridge right now. It's just
Yeah.
getting hot now, so I'm not drinking them as much.
It's
You're
true.
what?
I might
Yeah.
wait to crack them till fall.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got
the-
Well-
18%.
yeah.
Yeah, it's another
Stronger
roll.
than a bottle of wine.
God, I'd be on the floor. Yeah.
But they're so smooth, you wouldn't even guess. Like you would think.
You don't even guess it.
They, yeah.
This
The
grabs
flavors,
you.
the flavors are so crazy that you just ignore the alcohol content.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true, dude.
Booziness.
Yeah. Wait, Jennifer, where are you from?
Originally from Illinois, but I've been in Golden, Colorado for the last 8 years.
The only one I know, Golden, Colorado, is Coors. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
mean,
never
Cor-
been, and I'm
Yeah,
proud of
she
that.
was
so.
waiting in
Yeah.
line on Friday for Core's last release.
Coors? I mean, Coors. Yeah.
That's
I'm really
all
a
I'm nailing
closet
it to, man.
Coors drinker.
Yeah. Let's see.
You need to stop.
Banquet.
You're
Yeah.
rid of that for us.
I mean, WeldWorks. Wait. How
Yeah,
how close are you?
WeldWorks.
WeldWorks,
That's her move.
And
Yeah, that's
her.
about
That's
like an hour.
total her
away.
move.
then Outer
WeldWorks
Range,
does
and
some
then
crazy sours and stuff.
yeah,
You might like
Outer
them.
Range is in Colorado too, right? I'm not sure
Mhm.
where.
Yeah,
Frisco.
That's what I drank.
Yeah,
For
Frisco.
the episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like north of Twin Lakes
Yeah.
by
Mhm.
Aspen.
WeldWorks, True Brewing. If you like sours, True
Cerebral,
Brewing might.
Cerebral's in Denver. They're really good.
Cerebral, yeah. True
Oh,
Oh
Brewing.
yeah,
I'm not sure.
cerebral.
Yeah. Have
And
you
then
heard of True
Knotted
Brewing?
Root. No, I haven't.
Mm-mm.
True Brewing,
No.
like they're a metal brewery, but they focus on sours. So if you like sours, then they definitely hit the spot for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, look them up, Jennifer. But Knotted Root is really good, but they're kind of out of the way. They're like if you ever go to Rocky Mountain National Park, you can kind of hit them up. They're in it's called like Nederland or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's not
Yep.
too far away from us at all, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
they do sours too that are really good.
Okay, I'm writing this down.
Yeah, they're goo series. Thick something goo.
The
those-
Goo series.
Those are really good. But
Nice.
their IPAs are
Nice.
amazing too. That's
Yeah.
a really cool spot too.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about Not a Root last time I was in Colorado, I think.
I went there with Erik Stensland actually when I was in
Mhm.
Colorado the last time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jimmy Geekus, Kane Engelbert, the whole crew, Brent Dorsman. I think Scott Bacon too. Yeah.
All good guys.
Yeah. All right.
Your
All
ears
right.
should have been ringing a few nights ago. We were talking about you.
They were. Yeah. They're super itchy. Sure, is all good things said about me.
Allegedly.
Yeah. nothing else I can say.
Allegedly.
Too
Bowman
easy.
still got jokes. Bowman still got jokes.
I'm hanging
He's
on.
alive. He's still in the game.
Fucking hanging on.
Cheers, you guys. Hope everybody
Cheers.
enjoyed seeing my.
Cheers.
Thanks
Nice
for
seeing you guys
having me
again.
again. Good seeing
Good
you
Thanks
guys.
for-
see.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Till next time.
See you guys.
Out.